Now, the most important question is how to protect these groups, vulnerable workers, from incidents, accidents, injuries, and harm at work on site. Dear friends and fellows, there are many measures that can be taken to protect vulnerable workers from incidents, accidents, injuries, and harm at work. But I'll discuss here 15 possible controls or solutions. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Number one, provide appropriate training. Ensure that vulnerable workers are trained in the safe operation of equipment, tools, and machinery, as well as in the use of personal protective equipment, PPE. This is control number one, and this is the most effective control for vulnerable workers if really we are interested to protect them from incidents, injuries, and harm. Number two, provide appropriate PPE. PPE stands for personal protective equipment. You need to provide workers with appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves, safety glasses, hard hats, safety shoes, or respirators. Why? To protect them from workplace hazards. And this is control number two. Number three, provide adequate supervision. You need to ensure that vulnerable workers are adequately supervised by a competent person who can identify and address safety concerns. And if there are some laggings, gaps, or the areas of improvement, and the respective supervisor has the capacity to correct or able to take action to reduce the risk to an acceptable level and to minimize the chances of accident at work. Number four, conduct hazard assessments. As a safety practitioner, as a site supervisor, it is your responsibility to conduct regular hazard assessment, identify and address workplace hazards that may pose a risk to vulnerable workers. Number five, implement engineering controls. Dear friends and fellows, if you are in charge for your site, you are occupying a health and safety practitioner position, or you are a site engineer. You need to implement engineering controls such as machine guards of ventilation systems to reduce exposure to workplace hazards because workers, they are always in a hurry. They are fond of shortcuts. They want to meet the deadlines of workload by hook or by crook. They don't care for safety. They are interested to complete the task, and that's it. Many times they are not able to control the task, but their efforts ended in disasters. So, it's your responsibility implement engineering controls and to monitor the site regularly to keep the workers in the domain of safe working procedures. You are on the platform of Safety First Life. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon for all future notifications. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment, and share it with your friends and fellows. Today, we are discussing about safety control measures against vulnerable workers, how we can protect vulnerable groups of workers from harm, injuries, accidents, and incidents. Control number six, implement administrative controls. Implement administrative controls such as work procedures or training programs to reduce exposure to workplace hazards. In this capacity, permit to work system is most important. Control number seven, provide ergonomically designed workstations. Dear friends and fellows, providing ergonomically designed workstations that are appropriate for the size, strengths, and abilities of vulnerable workers. Vulnerable workers must know how to use the tools, equipment, or machines, and they must have required certification, qualification, and experience. Number 8, allow for rest breaks. This is not the responsibility of the safety practitioners to issue warning letters, to punish the site workers. Disciplinary measures are on the last corner. But unfortunately, many of us, they take it their prime responsibility. First of all, you need to understand about the wellness of site workforce. For that purpose, you need to allow them for rest breaks or job rotations to prevent fatigue, stress, and overexertion, because all these lead to workplace incidents. Control measure number 9, provide access to medical care. It is also your responsibility to provide easy and immediate access to medical care for vulnerable workers in the case of illness or any injury at work. Number 10, implement a workplace wellness program. Dear safety professionals, you need to implement a workplace wellness program that promotes healthy behaviors and reduces the risk of illness and injury among vulnerable workers. Prevention is better than cure, and this is a universal truth. If you will implement controls, you can avoid injuries and accidents. Number 11, encourage reporting of hazards. You need to make sure that no one is creating harassment to the groups of vulnerable workers. And also, you need to encourage vulnerable workers to report hazards and safety concerns to their supervisors or safety representatives. Many times, if someone is going to identify dangers, hazards, or unsafe working conditions, later on, every day, he or she is being punished by the respective site supervisors. Here, who can play a vital role? The safety practitioners. They need to protect workers. They need to encourage them for reporting potential near misses. Because if you will investigate a potential near miss, you can easily identify the basic, immediate, and root causes. You can understand the laggings of the gaps on your work area, and you can take corrective action to avoid future incidents and accidents. Safety control number 12, provide language and literacy support. You need to provide language and literacy support to vulnerable workers who may have difficulty understanding safety instructions or hazard communications. Language barrier matters. Try to explain the hazards and safety concerns in their native language. If it is not possible, then use other means of communication like posters, videos, or safety signboards. But in all cases, workers must understand the dangers and the controls, how they can protect themselves and other fellow workers. Number 13, implement a safety incentive program. This is very important point. You need to implement a safety incentive program that rewards safe behavior and promotes a positive safety culture. It might be few dollars or a certificate, but once incentive program is there, every worker will try achieve the safety target. In this way, overall, your site safety culture will improve. Safety incentive program can reduce the number of near misses, incidents, first aid cases, or even accidents. Number 14, conduct safety audits. You are doing a lot. Now you need to assess critically whether what you are doing that is effective or not. You need to conduct regular safety audits to identify and address safety deficiencies and ensure that safety controls are effective. If there is a requirement to change the risk assessment, you can modify it. If you need to change working procedures, you can modify, you can bring appropriate changes. Those are effective, those are workable, and in these measures, you need to consider two important points: time and cost. And the last point, safety control number 50, provide access to safety training and education. Provide access to safety training and education for vulnerable workers, increase their safety awareness about the workplace hazards, and best safe practices. Dear friends and fellows, until now, I have told you 15 groups of vulnerable workers and 15 control measures how you can protect your workers from harm, how you can prevent or avoid workplace incidents and accidents. Let us discuss now what are the benefits of safety compliance. What will be the ultimate result if you will implement all these 15 control measures? By following all safety controls in the workplace can bring several benefits to both employees and the employer. For employees, it can help prevent accidents, injuries, and illnesses, leading to a safer and healthier work environment. This can lead to improved morale, job satisfaction, and productivity as employees feel more confident and secure in their work areas. Following safety controls can also prevent financial and emotional stress that may result from accidents such as medical expenses, lost wages, and disabilities. So, these all are the benefits, the results of compliance with safety rules, safe working procedures, permit to work system, and safety controls at work. Many times, the people, the workers, they make fun. Everybody is asking about safety, safety, and safety. Why safety is important? Let me explain you in just 3 or 4 sentences. Dear friends and fellows, it takes less time to do a thing right than it does to explain why you did it wrong. Remember, your safety is everyone's responsibility, but especially yours, because you are a person, you have a family, your kids, your wife, your parents. Everybody is waiting for you at home. And this is not only for you, this is for your other fellow and friend workers. If you will follow safety, you can save yourself and your fellow workers. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Wish to see you soon with a new HSC tutorial. Until then, take care. Good luck and goodbye.